All right. So we can keep going where we are. The hay is just a spinny circle, but that's fine. Anyway,
I'm always a spinning circle.
so Jeskai picks up this injured Jedi Knight who's bleeding all over you now. Your healing has sort of stabilized her for a while, but she still has this big critical wound on her. Um, where's everyone else? Are they already
I'm
like
right there with them.
right there with him?
Yep.
If they're like insisting on bringing this person, I'm gonna try to help carry her then, just to make it faster.
Okay.
Tarian is, with them as well. She's kind of like glancing behind them, watching for stormtroopers suddenly charging them and killing them all.
No sign of that. So the entrance to this hangar bay, um, is a very wide, takes up the whole width of the hallway, sort of opening. And you can see sort of a little bit of a raised platform with some control panels sitting on it. And when you step through the door and look to the right, to the left is just straight wall. To the left is the closed hangar bay doors and this small shuttlecraft that's seated, waiting for people to get on board and fly it. But when you come around the corner, there's, I'll say, three mechanics sort of doing maintenance to the thing. But they're all clones. Clone troopers. Not troopers, but clone soldiers, members of the clone army.
Do they notice us right away?
Not immediately, because you're not exactly making a lot of noise and they're preoccupied.
So they're doing maintenance to the ship. They're outside.
Basically, you can see them like trying to, reload the amenities aboard, refuel it. Nothing major, like they're not overhauling the engines. It would still be able to take off.
Does it look like the ship's weapons are functioning?
There's no visible weapons on the exterior of the ship.
Okay,
We could just hide until they're done refueling and stocking it,
and then they take it.
or that. Yeah, that.
Is there a computer around here?
Yeah, there was a sort of a small raised platform, maybe 2 or 3 steps up, with controls that you can assume to be for any number of things: diagnostic, the hangar bay door controls, basic control tower clearance.
The hangar bay
comms.
door is currently open, right?
They're sitting closed.
Oh, it's closed.
Yeah.
See, what did you say about the? Did you say there was no weapons on the ship?
No visible weapons on the exterior of the ship.
Okay.
It's a
So we need to get
shuttlecraft.
the hangar door. So we need to get the hangar door open.
Yep.
That's one of the things we have to get, and
Sure
then we
is.
have to enter the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But when we open the hangar door, they're going to see us.
Basically, if they were to turn around and look, you guys standing in the entrance to this hangar bay, they'd see you. They're just preoccupied doing other stuff.
Are they wearing armor or have weapons?
They're armed, but they're not wearing any armor. They're just wearing like mechanic overhauls,
What are they? What are they armed with?
light pistols, tools. They could probably hit you over the head with a wrench if they wanted to.
And there's how many of them?
3.
I
Get
say
a dragon.
I can open the doors if I just get up to that, but they'll notice us.
We could just attack them.
Do you believe we can take them?
I'm gonna
You're,
go out
you're
of
the
my
big
way here.
substance here.
I'm gonna say I don't think this is a good idea.
We need to get a ship though.
Yeah, that's
But
our
they
only
have
op-
real weapons. All we have are
I look
these.
at the night. Is there a way to enter the ship without them noticing us? Talking to the knight. Like, is there
And
some-
she sort of, since no, I wasn't expecting anything. It's just the access door, access hatch.
once we're inside, what can we expect?
Is there a way in through the top?
No, there's just like an access hatch. It's not even like a ramp. It's like a small ladder onto a door.
Oh, okay.
Like, once we get inside, what should we expect?
What do you mean?
How fast can we get to the controls and fly away?
It's a few steps.
Does your ship have weapons?
Just anti-personnel point defense. There's a terminal inside the hatch to the left.
So that means that theoretically someone could sneak inside the ship and activate the weapons.
Yep.
If you can get past the the technicians that are standing like right at the door.
Oh, they're right at the door?
They're doing maintenance to the ship.
Okay.
We could try and take them down. It's gonna be hard, but
What if the maintenance do they look like they're like doing anything significant? You just said they look like they're just doing basic stuff, right?
Yeah, like they're refueling the thing, they're restocking it. They're not pulling apart the engines.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, do we know that they're necessarily bad? Like, they don't seem to be doing much. Why would they be refueling it if they were gonna, kill us?
I asked her, how did you get that wound? What happened to you? Are those?
I assume we
Well-
backed around the corner, so we can't be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could step back into the medical facility or through another door or something like that to have a hushed conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Does this Jedi have a lightsaber?
You glance at her hands and at her waist. She doesn't. Whether
That's
she
just
whether she
weird.
knows that or not, you don't know, because she seems a bit out of it.
Do you have a lightsaber?
And she reaches for her hip, and it's not there. And she looks down, and where'd it go? And she starts like trying to think back, and says, I landed with Genji, and we were called to a briefing room. Was 2 floors up, yes, yeah, and she starts like stepping herself through the series of events, and you kind of see like you can't really make sense of a whole lot of what she's saying. It's just sort of stammered words that she's piecing together with her thoughts, and then she sort of gets to this. But there was troopers, clone troopers, and Genji, and I left him behind. No, and you see her like start to visibly get panicked again, and as she does, her green skin gets paler and paler, and you see like as her heart rate races up, she starts bleeding a whole lot worse.
And I say, calm down. You're only gonna make it worse.
Yeah, I want to actually roll leadership, see if I can calm her down.
Okay. I'm gonna for leadership for her, probably a hard. So 3. Ouch.
Ugh.
My rolls suck.
Really bad luck.
So you keep trying to like tell her to calm down over and over again, and she just like she just starts circling around this logic in her head of how her Padawan Genji, how she left him behind, and how it should have been her, and all over and over and over.
I think at this point Tarian is going to like grab the medicine kit that she has and just kind of like shove it at Jeskai, since he seems to have some medical knowledge,
Oh.
and just like, can you like
By the way, I wanted to
sedate
use
her
my
or something?
I wanted to use my advantage that she mumbles at where she lost her lightsaber. That's possible.
If that's possible. How many advantages did you get?
1.
1.
And yeah, I'm gonna try
Okay,
and
well,
like with
she
medkit.
talks about how she had it in the at that briefing room, and you do recall that there was the medical droid in the triage room that you found her in that was hacked to pieces. So yeah,
Let's see.
I want to do a quick look around to see if there's anything in here that can be used as a weapon.
anything
You
could
have
be
a
used as a
lightsaber.
weapon. Well, you have your training sabers
Or distraction.
for distraction. Did you guys go back to the medical center, or did you just jump into a random room?
Medical room.
Medical
Sure.
center. Well, there's all the supplies you could use. You might be able to if you could, I don't know, manage to inject one of those troopers with something.
Is there anything I can use to make a boom?
A boom.
By the way, while we're in the medical room, and like since Tarian already passed me a med kit, I'm gonna try and see if I can like fucking heal her or state her, like make her better. with
Okay.
my little-
You'd be using a basically having the emergency medkit removes any penalty. It's considered that you have the proper tools to do a medicine check, a medical check.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Where if you didn't have it before, it would add some penalties to it. So she, let's see, where is the chart? There it is. So she,
Do you have the medicine skill?
I am very good at it. I don't have it like as a trained skill, no.
so her current wounds are more than half her wound threshold, but they're not exceeding. To remove a critical injury takes more time than just spot checks. So yeah, since you have the medical kit, it would be an average check. Did you want?
Alright.
Oh, I guess you don't have any points to upgrade it, but so I will upgrade it just for
Okay.
shits. So I'm going to spend a dark side point because it's very difficult.
Okay.
So it's an average difficulty check with one upgrade. If there should be a tick for an upgrade, or if you want to, just one red and one purple.
I'm not super familiar with the system, but
Alright.
is there any way my character could actually help him in this? Since I
You
actually
could,
have
if you
this?
wanted to give him an assist,
Oh, I ignore the light side thing, but yeah, that's what I got.
Is this Helan? What's her name?
if you wanted to give him an assist, you would just announce it. And technically, if it was combat, you'd be spending a maneuver to do it. But
Yeah.
Jeskai can roll. If you're going to assist him, Jeskai can roll a blue, a single blue.
I'll roll a blue. I already rolled that, but
That
just
blue.
That's an extra. I'm
So
gonna
blue
roll
is a
this.
boost dice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. There we go. I got 4.
So perhaps you could like spend it. You can't heal her wound, but maybe like you could spend it to maybe sedate her so that she's
Yeah.
not bleeding
Calm
out
her
as fast.
down. Make her, not a huge problem on ours.
So sure, you give it like. Let's see, what did you get with that? So it's like
Four
advantage. Okay, so yeah, you can calm her. You don't cure her injury. Maybe you give her like, I don't know, blood thickeners or something like that. Or like a zip of morphine from the med kit or something like that. And yeah, she calms down.
All right.
She's still not cured,
Yeah.
and the wound on her neck is still kind of horrible, but
The best I
Yeah.
can do.
Can you do force heal more than once?
I don't believe on this. I think it's the same sort of Shadowrun rules. One heal on one set of wounds.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay,
Uh,
I mean, while you're figuring that out, let's just keep going. So like, Tarian is just going to look around like,
Is
what are-
there, is there anything I can use to make a loud distraction?
As in like a triggered explosion, or like chucking the parts of the droid somewhere.
As in, we can set something up to go kaboom or something while we are not in the room.
It'd probably be like compressed air or something like that to give people oxygen.
Can I make the droid's power core explode?
That would take a mechanics check probably.
Who's best in mechanics?
I don't have
Right.
it.
character's idea? So you should.
okay.
It's my
Okay.
I'm the mastermind. I just tell what other people do.
So the user
Or
can
you'll
spend.
assist.
Okay, this counts as a stim pack for the affected target. It counts as a use of a stim pack for the affected
That's hurt and
target.
heal.
Yeah, that's what heal does, and this means the single target may only benefit for 5 uses of heals over a 24-hour period. So I can actually heal her 5 times.
Oh, but it's just one less effective each time.
Yeah, so like instead of 4, it'll be 3, etc.
Sure. If you want to keep rolling force dice.
I'll give her a last try.
And
Okay.
I want to run mechanics to figure out if I can do that on the droid.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's gonna be an
Oh!
oh double black.
I'm not using the dark side. This
So
time.
yeah, it like really swells up into you. Like, I don't know, maybe you're angry that someone would hurt this woman, or maybe you're frustrated that she's not helping
like-
you as best she can.
No, I'm mostly like they'll pay for this. I'm getting really angry, like getting angry at like whoever
But then,
did this.
but then you stop yourself and you go, okay, no, maybe next time. So to rig the thing to explode, probably an average mechanics check.
I would be able to help you with that. Can I help him with that?
Or can I just help you with that?
It's a thing you can do, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he could direct.
Okay, so if he's gonna help, you'd be rolling your mechanics with 1 blue and 2 purple.
There we go.
Nice. So you figure, yes, you would be able to take the power core out of this
God,
medical
you can hurt
droid,
yourself.
and rig it to explode. It wouldn't be a big explosion. It wouldn't be like a grenade going off, but it would make a big noise.
All right.
And since you're jerry rigging it together, it would be kind of difficult to tell how long, like a delay, it would be. So you're not going to be super exact with it, but
Are we talking like minutes off, seconds off, or hours?
probably minutes. You could probably make it anywhere between a time range of 30 seconds to 3 minutes, depending on how you rig this thing to short circuit.
I suggest we set this down the hallway, distract the mechanics to come down the hallway, then jump them from behind when they pass us. We hide in one of the side rooms.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds good
Do
to me.
that.
We're gonna fight them.
Or,
best
we,
option
or we
would-
just run by them as they're running down the hall.
That's another
Yeah,
option.
that sounds like the better one to me.
But
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
if we
need-
can take them.
I'm gonna need time to open the hangar.
And we also need to carry the Jedi who's now sedated. So
That's why I
But-
suggested we.
Yeah, it's far better if we fight them.
I think like Tarian just like starts very nervously twitching, but she just kind of like nods and goes along with it. Like she's too
think
nervous.
I
to
think
say
I-
no.
I
Well,
think at
that's
that point,
great.
sorry, you can go.
I say I'm against this. I don't. Fighting them seems like a terrible idea. If
But
they could,
plan.
if they can do this to her, think of what they can do to us.
I would love a better plan. You got one?
Well, I mean, we just run by, right? We just wait for them to go by and then we run.
But
We
she
need to
can't.
get the doors open, and she can't run.
Is there a door into the hangar that we could theoretically close, Brian, for a little bit of time buying?
Probably. Probably on the same control panel as the hangar bay doors, like the access hatch or the access doors.
We try to lure them into one of the rooms and shut the door behind them. And then we fry the panel.
Yeah, I
That
can.
sounds like a good idea. See, that sounds like a good idea. Better than trying to fight them.
But what are the odds of all three of them?
Probably
Interesting.
bad. We just have to attack anyone that doesn't go in there.
All right. So who's gonna do the distracting?
I nominate you actually, since you're the fighter of the group.
Yeah, I look at you.
I would consider all of us to be fighters, but
The best fighter of the group.
I say, well, I guess
I'll
better
do it.
time-
I'll do it if you want me to.
I say, I guess it's better time than ever to use it. And like he drops his training lightsaber, uncloths his heirloom, and you see like this like very ornate blade, like not blade, sorry, very ornate like sword, like it's basically like a katana, but like when he like unsheathes it, like there's this weird white energy around it.
Wouldn't it be a bit heavy for a kid?
Probably.
Would it? That's a
It'd
good
probably
question.
be a little bit off balancing for you. Swords are pretty
If that-
heavy.
If that's the case, then he,
Swords
all
are
that.
heavy as hell.
If that's the case, all of that, ignore it, and he just pulls out his training
Just
lightsaber.
retcon that.
Reckon that part and done.
Rewind.
He is 14. If you think it's heavy for a 14-year-old, it's fine.
Well, it's a
Swords are
sword
heavy.
scaled for adults. 'Cause you said,
Yeah, okay, then yeah.
Like your training sabers are scaled down to fit your smaller frames.
It's fine.
Okay.
I was anyway not thinking that I was gonna have to use it anyway, so. But it's just if push comes to shove.
Hopefully you
Sure.
won't have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, but that's the plan.
I'll,
like, how
I'll
am I
react
supposed
to whatever you guys do.
So we put the bomb down. That's for sure.
Okay. with like the two wires you need to connect or twist together to make it
Yeah.
freak out. It's just
Uh,
ready for you.
and then the plan is once they come by, like I get in front of a door. I'm like, hey, here, and expect them to, instead of shooting me, come at me.
I mean, if
Why-
you duck into a room, then they can't exactly just shoot you.
I'm not quite the fastest though. That's a problem.
We put a bomb in the room closest to, or we put a bomb in a room close enough that they can hear it. It goes off. Hopefully they run in there. We're all hiding in a nearby room. We quickly shut them in there, fry the panel, and then run for the ship.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, okay.
we'll do that then.
Okay.
So what-
So you're using the bomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting in a room that, like, if it explodes, it won't like destroy the entire room, but like it'll be enough so that they have to go in to check.
Yep.
Once they
To
go
make a
into
noise, they need to investigate.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's doing the bomb?
Moi. I
Okay.
made the better.
So
put it
let's
down.
say there's a door to, I don't know, a mission briefing room, a small mission briefing room, just outside this hangar.
All right.
I'm gonna say it's probably, I don't know, a good room size.
10 by
20
10 room
10 by 10, sure,
with a chest inside.
and an orc.
We open it and we get some nice music. Da-na-na-na.
Yay.
Okay, and there's, I
Lightsabers.
don't know, a small table with a holo display for mission briefings and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
just like set it on the table and twist the wires together.
Basically.
Okay, and you hustle back to where you were.
Yeah. Yep.
Where are you guys staying? In the same med center, or in
I
a
assume we're all in a room across
sort of
the hall.
across the hall kind of thing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure. I'll say it looks like a storage room or something like that. Whatever. So yeah, and you wait. Probably a minute or so, and this power cord explodes, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's a bang, and you hear it from across the hall, and you glancing through it, you see like little puffs of smoke coming out from underneath the door. And yeah, it definitely gets the attention of the dock hands, and all three of them come sauntering up to the. I don't know how are you guys how are you guys watching them? Because these doors are either open or they're closed. They're like they're like sliding doors. How are you watching this?
I volunteer to, like, is there anything outside of the room, like directly outside the room, that I could hide behind?
Not really. It's
Is there lights in the room we can turn off and hide behind something with the door open?
yeah, sure, that'll work.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see these three guys, sort of jog up to the entrance of the hangar bay, and they see this like plume of smoke coming out from under the door, which is now slightly ajar, and you hear them sort of talking to each other in the same voice because they're technically the same person. Let's see, what the hell was that? I don't know. You go check. I don't want to. What if it's a Jedi? The Jedi are all dead. Master Skywalker saw to that. They shouldn't be around.
General Skywalker.
General Skywalker, sorry. He says, then what else could it have been? I don't know. That's why you need to go check. Fuck you. And he just goes. And this dude has to, like, one of the clone troopers, clone dock people, wanders over, and he kind of has to force the door up, but as soon as he puts enough effort into it, it slides up into the wall, into the ceiling. Sorry, and yeah, he steps in, like covering his hand because there's a decent amount of smoke. And yeah, he steps into the room now that the room's lights are off now.
So,
So you can't really
only
see.
one person.
I don't know why they all need to go pile in there.
Yeah.
Are-
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it.
Are the other
Standing
two
up.
near the door?
The other two
Yeah,
are
they-
sort of watching from the opening on the into the hangar bay? Because the door's like 10 feet away.
If I got to the ship, if I could run, if I ran past them right now and got to the ship, would I
Probably get
would I
shot.
be able to like take a shot at them with the ship's weapons?
Possibly. You're thinking that they're gonna react like in slow motion here or something.
No.
Yeah,
but
they're
It's
probably
a-
just gonna shoot your back.
It's a decent distance, and you have to get in the hatch, and you have to get to the terminal, turn it on, deploy the weapon. It's possible, but
Yeah,
they'd
yeah.
have to be very, very distracted or
idea.
very, very dumb.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
I say, we gotta close the door now.
So I guess we're rolling initiatives.
Yeah.
I guess we are.
Okay. So initiative in this system is either vigilance or where's the other?
Cool.
Is it? Yeah, cool if you're thinking, if you see the it coming. Vigilance if it's a surprise. So you guys see it coming. You guys know this. You need to like keep your cool. Make sure you're not panicked. And the dock workers here are using their vigilance, which I believe is a cunning skill.
Vigilance
Vigilance
is a
is
willpower skill.
It's a willpower skill.
So
So
it's because I have 4 dice in vigilance and 1 die in cool.
Perfect.
So maybe you're like raring to go, but you're not sure what's happening. Okay, so basically, I need to get myself a character sheet or something that can roll dice.
Yeah, no, just write /roll blue, whatever. You know that thingamajig.
Slash roll.
I mean, I think you can technically do that.
It's a very odd roll. I press up at one point. What I got is scary.
So you guys are just gonna be. I don't think there's any difficulty dice to this. I'd have to check.
Oh.
Conflict
Oh,
in
hey, look,
combat.
I rolled the wrong guy, but
Vorith is cool.
Just give me a second here.
Which is.
ignore that.
Oh
first.
god. Apparently I'm better.
I rolled with the wrong character sheet, but yeah, you get the point. It's the same either way.
Where's
Also,
that?
I'm
not-
disconnected,
nice one,
so can you see
Um,
my roll or not?
Yeah.
We see a one. I see a 1.
Yeah, there's no-
Oh wait, no.
Oh,
I see yours.
I
yeah,
just-
there's no difficulty to your rolls. It's just basically stuff. So these guys have 2 willpower. No force
I'm
power.
trying to think of what I can do with all that advantage I rolled.
Gonna go like that. Advantage is just gonna determine like break ties. Oh, why do I still have all that? No. Cool. So yeah, advantage is gonna break ties. So essentially, where is my initiative roll? Initiative.
I believe our initiative is like combined.
Initiative. Oh, cool! It did all that
Oh,
for
thank
you.
God, because I have awful initiative.
PC. Can I add
But don't
Oh,
worry,
I
guys. If
didn't
we're
click
surprised,
initiative.
NPC?
Yeah, well,
Let me click initiative.
we get caught unawares.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's basically see that one PC there has 1:3. Basically one success, 3 advantage. How do I do that with my NPCs?
That
Do
one
do
success.
do. Is the initiative roll? That's
I'm gonna
where-
drop the call sec to get my roll 20 back because I can either choose Skype or roll 20 to load. So I need to reload roll 20. 1 sec.
Yeah, well,
Why did it just roll 1 green? I didn't want to do that. Where? I need to change your stats. 2. I should probably screwed up my initiative sheet thing.
Yeah, if we ever
Oh,
get
there it is,
caught
NPC.
unaware, I have
That's cool.
3 green dice and a yellow. So, there you go. 4 will. Literally the most useless stat to have 4 in.
Dude, intellect's coming in handy. I didn't even know.
There's like maybe 3 will skills.
I really wanted 4 intellect, but I couldn't afford it.
I was like, wait, my lightsaber scales of this? Why not?
How do I do this?
And then I realized, wait, that many things also scale with it? Fuck. So yeah, but like the way I see it is like intellect has like a lot more uses, but like it's not used that often. So like how often would you use outer rim or lore or
I
education?
mean, if you're in
Oh,
the outer
you'd
rim,
be surprised.
I would use it a lot.
yeah, and like
Doing that.
you can suggest to roll things. Like that's one of the good things. So like, you know,
Oh god.
I don't know, I
campaigns
still-
are using
I
your
still would
skills.
suggest like
Whatever.
Will's got like can help a lot. Will
Fix
can
that
help a lot.
later. Wow.
What can
I'm missing a PC. Who rolled just in their skills or who, and not the initiative thing?
I rolled cool.
There should just
I
above
rolled
the
the
skill list. There should be initiative,
Oh,
and it'll automatically
rolled
add you into the
on
turn order.
initiative.
There you go.
Ooh, I did better that time.
Learning. Okay, so essentially how combat works in this system. Initiative rolling your initiative dice does not dictate when you go. Basically, you're rolling PC slots. So essentially, in one round, everyone goes once whenever there's a PC slot. So basically, anyone can go first, anyone can go second in any order you want, and the NPCs are going to go in their slot in any order they want, but technically minions count as one. So yay. So, who acts first?
who's gonna run and fuck up the
I will do that.
Running
Okay.
and fucking up is not my specialty.
I'm
I mean,
not
unless
going
you
to-
mean
I will try to make the door close.
Okay.
Well, as he does that, because since we have a couple turns, one after the other. Can I assume like basically since we're going like one after the other, I could say like we're doing things at the same time.
I mean, sort of.
Yeah.
Just a mob of screaming younglings come out the door.
It would
Yeah.
be better for Tarian to go in front of someone because I'm just going to aid someone in combat, which will give you extra dice.
Yeah, it's fine. All I'm gonna do is run out to actually fight those dudes. As
The two of them, or the
two of them, the one dude, I'm assuming, whatchamacallit, Vorith has it covered with the whole closing of the door.
So let's just go in our turn order as
Yeah.
soon as Brian's ready. I like how I immediately refresh everything so that I can get connected back to Roll20. Second I do, I get disconnected again.
God, I just found this song I've never heard before, and it sounds really fucking cool.
just like Talon's none. But man,
Fucking Digimon is awesome.
wow, I didn't think this character sheet was that involved, but apparently it is. Range light, range short. Oh no, range medium. Look at me being prepared. Damage is 3. Good enough. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Who's acting first?
I am. I'm trying to close the door on that one guy.
Okay, so you're gonna basically rush over and hit the close button.
And then fry the console with my saber, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to do that in movement and basically dart over and hit the close button. Door slam shut. I don't know what you'd roll to see if you break the door.
It's Star Wars. If you break a console, it automatically locks and shuts.
Have him roll his weapon skill.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
Yeah, you could roll your lightsaber skill if you want to.
Yeah,
Since it's melee, I'm gonna say difficulty 1.
Let's see. So I just add the 1 and roll my skill.
can't wait for you to get all nothing. And
Yes. Technically, there is the weapon lightsaber. Cool.
you mess the door.
You
Oh!
smack it real good with your lightsaber, and it kind of bounces off because it's not really designed to go through stuff. But yeah, you spark the door and it freaks out. Door slams shut.
Because all doors shut and lock when you fry the console.
Of course.
Perfect sense.
That works.
Obviously,
Fine.
Star Wars.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Okay, so who's going next?
I think
Did
Tarian will
you
go
guys
next.
want me? Did you guys want me to run to the ship? I'm confused. What I'm supposed to do, or do we
I
just
mean,
want to
it's-
beat down on
I
these guys?
suggest you attack these two guys.
Just beat
It's
down
up to your
on them. All
character.
right, lay down the beat down.
Tarian is going to aid, move and then use the aid action on,
Might need help.
The next person?
probably on, I'm forgetting character names.
Jess guy?
Jessica is probably better, so
I
Levar's.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have- I'm not as strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how,
so
how
But
much?
you-
who's
you'll get
at?
two
So
dice.
so you spend your action to move and aid.
Yeah,
Correct.
so she's probably just like distracting one of the clone troopers trying to make an opening.
Okay, so you move and aid. Who goes third?
Yeah, if I go first, then you don't get the 8, so you might want to go first.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. I run in, and whatever one she's like distracting, I go up and attack it.
She can. We could just say she moves with you, and
Yeah.
just harries him. So you would basically be rolling your lightsaber skill. Since it's melee, it's difficulty average, so 2. And since Tarian is using her racial to assist you, you get 2 blue.
Okay.
Yay, using racial abilities.
You can.
What is your
That
racial?
helps.
Add an extra dice when
The-
aiding in combat.
Everyone who would be using the assist action on someone else, the person they're assisting gets 1 blue. But since she's Togruta, which apparently helps a whole lot, she gives 2 rather than 1.
Flick people on guy with your head tentacles.
No, I'm just thinking of like
Damn.
really weep one, like you can do it, yeah! Like the light comes out and like the shine on his eyes.
So during combat, to roll a combat roll, you get 1 success, you hit, and you do your full weapon damage. There's no roll for damage in the system. It's just you just did 6 stun damage to this guy. Advantage and disadvantage can be spent in different ways. Usually just strain. But yeah, you do 6 stun to that damage to this guy. He has a soak value of that much.
That's so much better than my predator vision.
Mine just
What's
gives me a
yours do?
die and
Infravision.
Mm.
Just can see the heat if they want to.
I mean,
Or maybe
that's
they always see heat. I don't know.
That's cool.
I can do brawn things.
So yeah, you run up and just smack this guy straight in the chest with your stun. He doesn't fall over, but he's knocked back a little bit. So they're both still up. One of them is slightly injured, or
I'll-
slightly stunned.
I'll rush towards that one and slash again.
Okay, so be the same roll your saber, and since it's
Yeah.
melee, it's difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. So
If he had a critical, I would fucking hurt.
So subsequent successes on rolls add 1 damage.
Jesus.
So you did 10 stun damage to him.
You stab him in the face with your stun.
Critical is based off the critical rating of your weapon. So
I don't know what the critical rating for the training lightsaber is.
training lightsaber does not have a critical rating. Other weapons like these guys' blaster pistols, they have a critical rating of 3. So if they got 3 advantage on the rolls, they could do critical damage. But yeah, this guy's knocked back. He's kind of off balance. Then you just come in and just deck him in the head with your stun saber, and he's
Nah.
down.
I scoff and like under my breath I'm like show off.
Like, nah, I just want to say it's like I like jump off your back and like yell and everything. Super animal slash.
Do 3 flips through the air.
So I need to modify these guys' skills because
In
technically
which
they're
case, the
minions.
scoffing is only louder.
There.
This song is carrying me through this fight. So cool.
What is it?
Braveheart is a Japanese song, but man, it's cool.
I'm listening to the Bushes of Love.
You want to listen to it? I put it there. It's
Wow.
so cool.
Drinking blue milk.
Waiting for us.
Okay, so the one maintenance person who was just standing next to the guy that just got beat down, he spends his maneuver to draw his pistol. How do I add? So he's ranged against you guys in melee, which hurts his roll a little bit. Makes it more difficult. Ranged light versus melee is a difficulty 3. Is that what I'm reading correct? 3. Go away. How do I get this? That's not what I wanted, but okay. Melee versus range. So he has range light versus melee. He's a difficulty 3. Okay. Now, where's this gone? Can I still do this? Difficulty 3. This work. Go. Nope, didn't work. I'll just add the dice myself. Go. Let's say he shoots.
I'm assuming it would be Jeskai, considering
Sure, Jeskai. Go.
just saw him like.
But he
destroy-
misses. So yeah, basically he's frantically drawing his pistol and goes to shoot, and it just buries itself on the floor. And with the disadvantage, he will take strain. He'll take a couple points of strain, which for a minion is kind of bad. But oh well, that's stats. So yeah, top of the round. This dude has already 2 stun.
Anybody
essentially.
want to help me out?
Yeah, I'm charging the other guy now.
So it doesn't matter. It's just anyone. Anyone can go.
Yeah, I want to attack this other guy.
Okay. Just-
Okay, so you rush the dude,
So
and
I'm
it's still in melee, so it's still difficulty 2
2. Okay.
with your lightsaber skill.
Yo, Tarian, help me out next one.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay.
That's the other.
So he took
Can I help
2,
him? He needs-
so he's down to 3. And you do a lot. What's that? 7.
7.
He has yeah, he's down. So basically, yeah, this guy frantically tries to take a shot, and it misses, and then the Chiss, I don't know, jumps in, swings in, decks him in the head with a stun saber, and he's down as well.
I'm gonna grab the
And,
blaster.
then you just hear like bang, bang, bang on the door. It's like, what's going on up there, guys? The door's
Yeah.
broken.
I'm grabbing the blaster off the guy just down, then running back to help. What's her name?
Okay,
Drago. I think you should get the door open.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm gonna rush to the panel and try to open the
Oh.
hanging door.
also got.
okay. They were both armed with blaster pistols.
Tarian will pick up the other one.
You want me to roll?
I think
computers?
Lavar's got to it first.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What is?
Do you want me to roll?
What are you doing here? Sorry.
Trying to open the door. Trying to open the hanging door.
Oh, you can just do it. Just beep, 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 done.
Oh, just to open it and then
just because there's no reason to slow you down.
yeah.
So yeah, you hear the whole room kind of rumbles as these doors slowly sort of part ways.
Hurry up, Gimp Jedi. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. Is someone like carrying her right now?
I am.
She's
Alright.
conscious but out of it. So
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
she'll
gonna
she'll
run
follow
to
she'll
the-
follow if you're helping her walk.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna run into the ship ahead of everyone as
Yeah.
fast as I can and try to like get it started.
Tentacle
Yeah,
head might-
Tarian.
You
Tentacle
have
head
piloting
might
skills,
carry
don't you,
her.
Lavaris?
Yeah, I have piloting space and piloting.
Oh yeah, then
Whatever
you'd
the-
know what to do. So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are like the rest of the party slowly helping this yet to be named Jedi towards the shuttle, and you hear like the engine starting to spin up.
Sorry.
Yeah, Tarian will actually run onto the ship early too, and like just get to the weapons consoles
Okay,
Good idea.
and try and figure them out. She's not trained, but she has quite a few days.
okay. Basically, yeah, you basically just have to sit down and grab the controls, and they automatically turn on. And you guys, the other two that are still outside the shuttle, see like a little hatch open up next to the door, and a repeating blaster just fold out and start moving around as Tarian points it. It's
Don't
basically
shoot up.
it's basically an anti-personnel point defense gun. It's not going to do anything to a starship, but it'll mess up a trooper.
Which is the point.
Yeah, because you hear a lot of footfalls coming towards you.
I'm like, I'm like saying like, hurry up, guys, come on.
Yeah,
I'm dragging this Jedi as fast as I can.
I'm helping. I help him as well.
Okay, how do you
In
get her up the
fact,
ladder?
I'm gonna like.
Or the like 3 or 4 step ladder?
I'm gonna. In fact, if I can, like, if you want me to roll brawn for it, like, I'm like actually putting a lot of effort
Sure.
into this thing.
Sure, we'll make it an
Uh,
average.
I'm gonna use my racial thing and like take strain in order to add something. Wait.
and I'm
Yeah, I suffer 1 strain to receive an advantage die.
and I'm going to assist.
Okay,
How hard is this? So I 2 advantage die then.
advantage die are the yellows, I believe. Second. Advantage die? What does it say what color?
It's an advantage die. It's blue.
Advantage is light blue.
Oh, okay, so
Okay.
boost. Okay.
So you get 2 of those. For,
Yep.
And how hard will this be?
Average, so 2. 2 purple. And you should learn these sheaths better than I.
All right, I make it easier.
Easier, sure.
I
You could
rolled
you,
the wrong thing, but whatever.
you could use one of those advantages
Yeah,
just to
like that.
recover that strain you just took.
It's just awesome.
But it sure. You get her into the ship, as like you feel it the landing struts kind of lift off from the ground as the repulsor lifts and the ship spin up and start lifting the ship to be lighter than air. And who's the last one into the ship?
me.
Okay, so we see Vorth climbing the ladder as a whole, as like 6, 7, or 8 or so blue and white armored clone troopers rush into the room, and they raise their blasters and start firing at the ship.
Tarian fires back.
And yeah, you see the anti-personnel cannon turn and just start spraying fire all over the place, and the blaster the trooper blasters they do hit the shuttle, but I'm assuming it has shields, so that it just sort of bounces off. It's embedded in the shields as this shuttle taxis its way around and then lifts off through the hangar bay doors and off into the sky of Coruscant. So, the interior of the shuttle is basically meant for like 4 or 5 people. It's not meant for long-range use, but it does have hyperdrive, which is a step up from those starfighters. As you take off into the sky, you don't find any sort of pursuit or anything like that. I guess Lavarius is the one driving. Everyone else could strap into a seat or something like that.
I'm trying to like find medical attention for this, like trying to find any med kits, things like that.
Yeah.
You have to cast heal 3 more times.
I can do that.
If you want to, it's your force dice.
Why not?
You could roll 3. If you don't want to take any conflict, just roll 3. Like 3 force die, and just depending on the results, if you just want to discard all of the...
Yeah. All right, I just take care of it. Oh my God, so much darkness.
So much darkness.
Or just a very conflicted person.
So yeah, basically, you use your
Dark
3
things
attempts,
ahead.
and for each time you try to summon that power, it doesn't. It's just overridden by like anger.
Just use it. Just use it.
It's up to you.
Use it.
Yeah, we've rolled 1 light side the whole session, and that was like to get those light side points that you've been
Oh,
using to
there's
use dark.
one back use, right?
You
For
could
the,
if you
like influence stuff.
think it'll help.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use one of them.
Okay.
So heal
she
for
she
3 and
heals
take
another
another
3
one.
wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after that, I'm gonna start actually like just doing medical attention, whatever, like the basic first aid thing.
Doing what you
knowledge
can.
that I-
Yeah. Cool. So
Um,
Lavarius, is that Lavarius? Lavarius?
it's Lavaris.
Lavaris. Okay.
Yep.
So Lavaris, you're flying the ship, and it's not long till the sublight engines they take you out of the atmosphere pretty easily. It's going to be like 10-15 minutes to get to jump range, and the comms beep at you. A priority message from the Jedi Beacon.
I like look at everyone and I'm like, do
Answer it.
I answer it. I click it.
Okay. So another figure appears on the holo projector in this ship. This time, though, it's not Master Skywalker repeating "Come to your deaths." This time, it's Master Kenobi, and he has a very somber emotion on his face. And as the shuttle pulls away from Coruscant into jump range, it's probably the last transmission you guys receive from Coruscant, and it's Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he goes into a bit of a monologue. He says, "I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen with the shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder to any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the Temple. The time is past, and our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere, and in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always." And then the shuttle jumps to light speed. And the screen, you can sort of think, it fades to black. And when it fades back up, it's sort of a sky shot over a bunch of rolling hills with an overcast sky. But these rolling hills aren't made of earth, they aren't covered in grass. The flowing river's not made of water. The overcast sky is not filled with clouds, but with smog. The hills, rather than made of earth, they're made of scrap metal and rusted starships. And the babbling brooks, rather than water, they're filled with engine fuel and coolant and chemical waste. A subtitle appears, it says Raxus Prime, 9 years later. And the camera pans through, and it lands on a singular freighter. It seems kind of busted up. Painted on the upper hull in messy, hand-painted letters, has titled the ship the Bat Bucket. Where normally there would be the dorsal turret seems off kilter and stuck in one place. And this is where we find the party 9 years later, 9 years older, probably 9 years different. You've been on the planet for maybe 4 days, and you haven't really been able to leave because the hyperdrive is copped out on you. And you're maybe a 20-minute walk outside the nearby settlement, which is probably a good thing because you only have about 2 weeks of food left. And to make matters worse, the air conditioning went out this morning. And that's where we find our party.
Do we still have our training sabers?
To determine if you have your training saber. Since it's been 9 years, there's been a lot of probably a lot of turmoil. You're probably all wearing completely different clothing. Those old robes probably don't fit you anymore. Training sabers probably have been through a lot. So everyone's going to roll a single force die. If you get white, it's functional. If you get a single black, it's been damaged and needs repairs. If you get double black, it was destroyed in some way. And it's completely non-functional. We can't hear you, Tegan.
I said just one, even if I have two.
Do these
one
have
force die.
white pips?
I wonder the
There are
same
more
myself.
dark pips than light pips.
There are
There's
more
one
dark pips than white pips. I think it's
Dark side is
this is a
strong.
D12. I think there's 3 white pips.
No, there's more than that.
3 or 4.
It's only like one more. but there's more double white pips as compared to only one double black.
Oh,
Oh, so the light side is it's
We need-
scarce but strong, while
we
the
need, we
dark
need,
side
we need
is
a force roll from Leverus.
Oh, okay. I'll roll it. Even if I have 2 force rating.
Yeah, this is basically
It's
just a
just
luck
random
roll.
roll.
Just luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
We know
So-
it's all black.
almost fucked it up.
So you're still in possession of the saber. It's probably compared to now your adult size. It's probably more about the size of like a lightsaber Shoto than a full size saber. But none of them are functional. They got broke in one manner or another. Each of them. They're possibly could be repaired. It would just be something you need to find parts for and put together.
Brass knuckles it is.
I sure
Ancient bladed ass.
saber.
Yes, the great Jedi art of punching things.
Pretty much. Well, it's 9 years. It's 9 years later. The ship does have a galley, or sort of like a gathering area. It's probably earlier in the standard morning. Let's reintroduce our crew. Has anyone changed over these 9 years? How's your appearance changed? How has your demeanor changed? Maybe your just general rough of yourself. Has anyone changed? Anyone evolved?
I've gotten a bit more sneaky than I was.
How so?
I'm a card shark.
How does that appear?
Yeah. How do we
Like-
know that?
I'm just very cool. Several
Cool in
pounds.
terms of the game, or cool in terms of like you got shades on now?
Both.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
You've seen my picture for the art, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Picture him
look
with
at them.
sunglasses on. There you go.
4th of Dantooine.
That's a
Oh.
beautiful, I swear.
Complete with like the armpit thing.
Yep.
Okay.
He's got swagger.
Got swagger.
That's the term I was looking for. Swagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I view
I guess
this?
chess guy looks a bit stronger, like he actually worked out,
Can I view this
and
somehow?
he's got at his side like the katana, the ancient blade, like always at the ready.
Okay.
He's got like a katana at his side, and he's wearing like black robes, like that Tiger Seal. It's similar to what he's wearing right now, but you know, looks a lot less armored and
Okay.
covers a lot more. His long hair is like tied up in like one of those monk ponytails,
Okay.
like a long braid.
He's Sephiroth.
Not quite. Sephiroth has it hanging.
What
But
else?
the scar still remains and it's smaller, but this time like you can see like actually you can't see jack shit. Ignore that part. I guess you can see like from a little bit. You can see like the start of a blue tattoo starting from his you can only see like part of it on his forearm.
Okay.
I don't know. Most notably, the thing that's changed about Lavaris is now he has his like full-on like black face tattoos that are arranged in like a sort of like spiky pattern on his
Okay.
face. And he's got like, I don't know, he's wearing like big brown like tattered robes, and not like actual robes, but like kind of survivalist looking gear. He's still short. He's still way shorter than he should be. He was 5 foot tall when he was a kid. At the age of 13, he's only about like 5'5" now. So he hasn't grown much.
Okay.
Yeah, and other than that, he's just sort of like a lithe build. And I guess I don't know if we decided on this or not, but bird?
Sure.
Okay,
It's got-
he's got like a small like reptilian bird on his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, with like, I don't know, like little like leathery wings that just sort of like
I
sits
really
on his
wish
shoulder.
I really wish you wrote Duros.
Okay. How about
Okay.
Tar?
So yeah, Tarien. Well, first of all, the most notable difference is that her Leku have grown out, so they're now rather long, like probably down to mid-chest range. and generally wrapped around her neck, like quite a few Togruta and Twi'leks do. Physically, I mean, obviously she was wearing the training robes before. Now she's wearing. They're not quite. They're still sort of robe-like. They're mostly just clothes meant like so that she can pull up a hood to disguise herself a little bit and just make herself less noticeable. And there's little pieces of armor here and there, but it's not anything super major. Expression-wise, she's quite a bit different. Whereas when she was younger, she was more like a wallflower, kind of shy, uncertain, kind of deferring to others. Now she just kind of just has a confident stance. Like she always stands with a little bit of I'm missing the word that I'm looking for, but like she's very confident in herself now, and like very almost too confident in herself. Like she's always got a little bit of a smirk on her face, and she's also got a pistol on her side that she sometimes will just pull out and twirl around.
Oh
for fun.
yeah, do I have my pistol still functional?
Oh yeah, what about that blaster we
What
picked
about
up?
those blaster pistols?
Because then I have 2 blasters. Or then I don't need to buy that blaster. I could spend that money on something else.
Double the blaster, double the fun.
Sure, why not?
Sweet. I got
Blasters
Oh, I
are
think I
blasters
know-
are a good bit more hardy than a crystal in a lightsaber.
I think I forgot to say, but
What
I,
kind of
uh,
blaster are they?
And you'd still have that emergency med kit. As well.
Jeskai looks angrier now. For a small detail, he looks slightly more pissed off than usual.
Okay.
Than he used to.
So as to everyone else, the Jedi you helped obviously is not in your companionship anymore. What happened to her? Who's to say?
Let's go.
There is aboard the ship that we don't know how you guys got just yet. What came with it was an R3 unit, an astromech droid. I had a description of this thing written down. Well, there's a picture for it for Roll20. Where are you? Wires. Let's find thing. Ship. Too many buttons.
Of course, you gave us an R3, Brian, so that
Yeah?
it can betray us.
Okay, the R3 in that episode of Clone Wars was badly done. Okay, so a yellow on white R3 astromech droid, visually similar to an R2, with the exception of a transparent dome head and an expanded sensor suite. R3W4 came with the ship and seemingly refuses to leave. Apparently capable of rebooting itself when force shut down, and capable of defending itself with a shock prod with some painful results. It's been hard to learn anything in particular about this droid besides the name. It has the name Wires carved into its transparent dome.
And why don't we just give it a memory wipe?
Because you can't shut it down, it turns itself back on. And it defends itself.
It's his way of having a personality-full NPC.
Not really. But yes, Wires hangs out on the ship and does astromech things, and yeah, seemingly refuses to leave. He came with the ship.
As long as it keeps it working.
So basically, 9 years is obviously a long time, and the characters have obviously changed a bit. We don't know exactly like what broke the ship, where the ship came from, why you guys decided to come to Raxus Prime, and as well as like all kinds of character stuff that we took place off screen. So, as I explained in the Skype conversation, we're going to be doing a flashback system. So basically, anytime during a session, as long as it's relevant to what's taking place in this new present day, anyone can declare a flashback. They want to do a flashback for some reason, to prove a point or to explain something. And basically, during that flashback, you set the scene. It can be like a cinematic if you want it to be. It can be more involved. Other people can role play back and forth with you, and depending on where you place it in the timeline, that you'd be using either your adult or your kid stats. and other stuff. So pretty much the rule in terms of canon stuff is first come, first to canonize if you want. So whoever gets to whatever point first decides. And yeah, if basically
That was
Zoom. That sounded like a motorcycle. So
That
yeah,
was.
basically anytime, as long as it is if it's a successful cinematic or flashback, once per session you get like a let's say a 10 XP little bonus for doing a successful flashback once per session. You don't have to do it, and I was thinking of saying there's going to be like a limit to it, but I don't know. Stick with maybe 4 for now, so we don't just jump off all over the place. But yeah,
Or you could have it where just like until everyone else has had a flashback, you can't do another one.
something like that. As long as it's relevant and interesting.
Hmm.
Cool. But how much time do we got, Rainer?
15 minutes. I can stretch it to a bit more, but that's about it.
Okay, well,
I want to keep playing.
So do I. But it's just I need to sleep.
yeah,
Maybe-
well, real life
maybe
takes
take, like, a quick
precedence than
break.
imagination. Well, 15 minutes isn't much. 15 minutes is the break.
Yeah. So let's just keep playing, and eventually I'll.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Just go.
let's
I'm
go
gonna
power
drop
through
a
it.
sec to fix cameras. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So next week, do we want to do Shadowrun or Star Wars? I really want to finish that mission in the Shadowrun, but
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we should. But
Okay.
were we going to keep playing for a little bit while for Star Wars, or were we ending?
For a handful of minutes, sure.
Yeah.
15
We'll see what
minutes.
we can set up.
Cool. So yeah, you guys are aboard the ship. You got 2 weeks food, a broken hyperdrive.
is
I
this,
think-
is this that Stocklight freighter we were looking at the picture of?
If you actually want the canon name for it, it is a YT 2400.
Yeah, so that one.
Yep. Which rooms do you guys want?
No, we
I
called
think-
them already,
I
didn't
think
we?
I'm in.
I was
yeah,
gonna
we
put
did.
them on the list. The
Okay,
legend.
well, I'm in room 3. I'm pretty sure because I pilot the ship, and I think that's what they'll decided.
Okay, I will edit that. Tokens.
I will take room 6.
Cannot
I would
token.
take whatever room nobody else wants. Not picky.
Give me a
There's
second.
3 rooms left, so you have
3
to.
rooms,
Um,
and
How do
yeah.
I spell your name correctly? Varus.
Uh,
7, 8, or 9.
Lavarus's
7.
cabin.
8 or 9. I'll go with 9, I guess.
9.
Uh,
God.
Tarian will be in 8 because she's kind of the gunner.
Jeskai's
Eh,
cabin.
Tarian probably uses both of them. Nah, she'll be in 8.
8.
We need a guest cabin.
Making sure I spell names right. Duh.
Rien.
Again.
Whatever.
Tarian's cabin. And where was Vorith?
Room 6.
6. Cool. Vorith's cabin. What's left? 7. Cool. That was a lot of dead air for no reason.
All right.
We've gotten the most important thing done now.
Everyone's got rooms.
Everyone has a room, which is funny because I don't even think my guy would even want the biggest room. It's just close to the pilot seat.
Yeah, we want you closest to the pilot.
Yeah,
The
we don't want you running across the ship.
Oh no, the ship's in trouble. Ah, just gotta run from.
Gotta run
room.
140 feet.
Oh no, I
Everything's
tried scaling this thing to the squares to make that work, and it broke everything. So I didn't do that again.
Don't worry about it.
Actually, I think I would have 7.
Oh wow, it's really far. That's really big in this
Oh.
scale.
7 might be what he
Um,
goes. Yeah.
Because it matters.
Well, if somebody comes to attacking like through the docking bay, you know.
I mean, all three of us near the docking bay are the more fighter types.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well.
Cool.
Plus, I want the swanky room too. So there's.
Swanky room.
different color floor. Yeah.
I got the
Looks like it's got
couch.
like a plush carpet in there instead of like a vent.
My chair's nicer than yours.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys are basically
so
like
what-
a 10-minute walk outside of the nearest settlement. You've been here 3 or 4 days.
How much money do we have?
Whatever you have in your pockets.
That's what I was asking. How much money do we have?
How much money do you have left from
whatever
character
we didn't
creation?
spend.
Whatever you didn't spend, I don't have much. Well, by much I mean I have nothing.
I have
much-
50 credits.
Just to like
I have
maybe like
109.
give us a little bit more grounding in the game. If I wanted to actually pay for this creature, how much do you think it would cost me?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Don't worry too much about it.
You picked it up somewhere.
Okay.
You can flash.
Like
back
yeah,
to
you
it.
can use your force powers with it, but it's not going to be as super
Yeah, I don't want
trained
it
to
to
you
fight-
as like
yeah.
Fenrir is.
Yeah, I don't-
I killed his mother, and we
Just a
took
pet.
it. We took it as an egg.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a flashback idea.
Maybe.
Don't write that over.
So
Florida
just to sort
Park.
of set stuff up, plans for what you guys want to do in the future, in the near future.
I want to go into town, find parts for our hyperdrive, and make the money to pay for it.
I
You know what
accompanied
parts
somebody.
are needed in the hyperdrive.
I thought the hyperdrive was busted.
It is. But,
But we
busted
don't have
how?
those parts.
The complex piece of machinery.
I'll take a look at it.
Go find
Ask this
someone.
droid that keeps supposed to maintain the ship what we need. Beep, beep, bop, bop.
Do you speak droid?
Kill humans.
I'll take a look at
Actually,
it.
None of us are human.
Okay,
I will
So-
assist.
I don't know. In the morning, you guys decide. I don't know. Do you chat? Do you plan anything out, or is it just sort of? What have you guys been doing for the last few days since you sat down?
I want to figure out how we fix the ship.
You can
Yeah,
do that.
I've been
Roll.
mostly
It'd be a
concerned
mechanics
with that.
check. I'm gonna say average.
I would assist him on that.
How about I
Oh,
assist?
also-
How about I assist Draco since he's a little better than I am at this?
Okay.
All right.
I'll also assist if I can.
Sure.
So 2.
Trying to get off this
All right.
rock.
Mechanics. 2 as well.
Did I actually bring that? No, I didn't. Okay.
Oh wow, that's not great.
Nice.
Well, you didn't figure out what parts you need. Didn't figure out what parts you don't need either. Stuff is broken.
So talking to the droid, I'm just going to say, "Hey, trash can, can you fix the ship or tell us what we need?"
And it beeps and boops angrily at you.
Say wires,
He would
please.
just kind of be like, "Hey, don't call Wires that. He does work around here. Unlike someone, he has a function on the
Oh.
ship."
Yeah.
Heedly doot.
So anyone want to gamble?
I just like look at you and I don't know, maybe we've gambled before in the past. And I just
Probably,
like scowl.
yes.
Yeah, no, I just nope. And I just walk away.
Say I look at my sword and say I only gamble with my life.
How much
I
is
like-
that worth to you?
And I put my hand on my sword and I say, "Do you want to test it out yourself?"
So is being super edgy like this, is this a common thing for Jeskai? And does the group take him
He
seriously
just
at
did
all?
it to piss him off. He's doing it precisely because he knows him, and he's just like, I only gamble when I want to die, when that kind of thing. Like, I only die, I only fight. That's my only gamble. He's usually not edgy. He only does it to piss Vorith off.
I guess let's go into town and see if we can find an actual qualified mechanic.
That probably sounds like a good idea. That's what I was thinking of doing.
I
Okay.
nod.
So, yeah. So you you lower the entry hatch, is number 17 on the map, and you step out into the world. So, the Raxus system. It has a single star, very similar to an Earth sun, referred to as Raxus or Raxol, depending on whichever. A lot of these names are really hit or miss. It's never really been officially stated. But there's three planets in the Raxus system: Raxus Prime, Raxus Secundus, and Raxus Tertius. Raxus Tertius is a gas giant far out in a very wide orbit. There might be some mining or gas harvesting production on there, but there's not a lot there. Raxus Secundus is a blue and green marble, great for living. It was actually the site of the during the Clone Wars, the site of the Separatist government, and well, the Separatists aren't a thing anymore. But Raxus Secundus is still a quite nice place to live. But it has very tight customs because its neighbor, Raxus Prime. Raxus Prime is a junkyard planet. The entire planet is covered with junk and scrap metal and rivers filled with pollution and stuff like that. In orbit, I should actually do this. Raxus Prime. Doodly-doo. Raxus Prime. In orbit around Raxus Prime is an Imperial...
The hell?
The heck? I'm gonna hang that call up. Is everyone still here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm here.
Yep.
I think we lost Hay. Ah,
Yeah. What happened? I missed it. I wasn't looking at the skip file.
I've lost all video too.
Oh,
I
I've
have
got
not.
everyone still.
Well, except Hay.
yeah, we've lost Hay.
Yeah.
Here, let me restart the call real quick.
Oh boy! At least
Hooray!
this happens at the end.
Mhm.
Or we could just end here.
Yeah, we could probably call it there.
Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point anyway.
Everything broke, time to stop.
Whoops. Just put like one of
Yep.
those technical difficulties things up.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What a good end to the night. Everything broke. Alright. Thanks for coming in, everyone. We'll fix it for next week.